Ready, mate.
Alright. So you're the
Hang on, let's see if I've got any upgrades. I can't get anything. Huh. Oh, more ammo and that, I'll get that.
Sweet. This is gonna rock.
wow.
Hell yeah.
If you get the maximum
Bang for the
field
buck,
medic
that's
perk,
right.
you revive 30% faster teammates,
Right.
and after reviving someone, all nearby enemies will run away. It's pretty fucking good.
Okay, who
Rock
didn't
and
show
stone.
yesterday? Rock and stone. Get the milk.
Hey, fella!
Let's get this
Buy
mission
that beer.
Damn, I forgot my lucky charm.
Shut up, I'm
The
trying
driller
to
should
say.
always be at the front of the team
I'll try. I've never
when
done
a
it.
swarm
Leave no
happens.
one behind. Guys,
Every other time he's
This is a simple mining mission. Deposit your quota
so
of
this
more items
this
in the mule. We'll
over
send a
here,
drop pod to get you
what
out.
you'd want to do
Good
is
luck.
you'd want to jump and then drill. So then you can jump up in there,
Okay.
and then up a bit more, and then jump up there, and then no wait, and now dig there because you know the nitro's there, and then just dig the nitro with your pickaxe, and it should open up everywhere else.
Oh!
Up. You want to.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't want to destroy what's below you before you get to what above
Right,
you, because
okay,
you fall
yeah.
down. Well, there's still some here. Look.
there is nitro over here.
There's no point going up there. You're just wasting fuel now. Look, if you're already there, you just do it.
Worthless, but fun to destroy.
Alright.
Because the whole point of being a driller is that everything you do, it requires so much more thinking of being efficient.
Yeah.
You need to find out the quickest point to somewhere without using as much fuel.
Okay.
Because
God damn it, there's a pebble in my
it's not like you've got 5 like zip lines and you think, right, we need to get down there, so I'll put it there. With a driller, it's not just look down, put it down, point at where you want to go. With a driller, you're pretty much blind once you're drilling. So you got to keep an idea in your head where your orientation is. So if you wanted to drill this stuff,
Look over here.
you could ask for an engineer, or you could get a gunner to do it. Or if I wanted to be clever, I'd mine the middle of it and then I'd jump up the gaps that the gold used to be. But as a driller, say the gold was at the top and there was none of this stuff
I
here.
found a gold vein.
It was
Yeah.
just that bit there. You'd want to do a snake-like maneuver. So you jump in and you drill, and then you turn right and you drill. So each jump and drill, you're actually slightly higher up. And then you can always have somebody mark it for you, because you can see through walls when people do that. So it kind of gives you an idea where you want to go. A best way to do it though, so if you don't want to have to lose where it is whilst you're in there, is don't dig into the wall, just chip away like the side of it. So then you can kind of look to the side a little bit with like, say like, kind of like looking with your left eye if you're approaching it from this angle. And there would be like, so if I was just to break this here. Right, I can't see the gold when I'm in here, but I can see it when I'm slightly out of it, but I'm not going to fall because I'm still on it. So you just drill half of your body in, half your body out, and that way you know where you're going. That way you don't use as much fuel because you know where to go, you're not going to get lost and have to waste more fuel to find the way back. You're not going to run back down and think, well, hang on a minute, where am I going again? You know where you're going, you don't need anyone to mark it, and you drill. It's like kind of just cutting like a groove into the surface rather than going and tunneling. So if you just try that, you'll be able to see the gold. So just where I put
Guys, are you
that
blind?
there.
Look over here.
Why am
Go
I?
over there. What I just said.
Ain't this just wasting ammo?
No, because you want to get the gold. I need to teach you how to do these things. This is only has 2, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so what am I jumping up?
No. You jump up if you need to get up somewhere like, say for instance, it's not a flat wall, so you can't see when you're halfway in and halfway out. You can't do that. So you'd have to drill up and actually memorize where you are in accordance to the mineral. So you'd have to make a map in your head or an idea, say, right, I remember it was up there, I've just got to come up, and then if you forget halfway, you should have done alright enough to be close to it. So you can just kind of make a little gap and then peek out like a window sort of thing, and then go back in and then drill up to it. You know that if you look at it, put your crosshair on it, keep the crosshair on it, track on it, then go into the wall. As long as you don't move your crosshair, you're going to be moving in the general direction. But the best way right now, because it's a flat wall and you can see it from where you're sat, you can see the gold there. So you just want to keep that in your sight, and you can look with half your screen covered by rock and the other half on the outside of where you're tunneling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you keep your line of sight without having to fall down or come out what you're digging.
Yeah.
So it's just
Look what I found.
Yeah.
Gold.
Alright. But you can keep going, and every time your drills get to 95%, stop drilling and wait until it gets to 10%. You can hold it down, just like a minigun. It's basically the minigun. And what you could do here,
Yeah.
you can see it, that is the tip top of that.
Is it at the tip top?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So now you can just drill. You know there's going to be more down below you because there's none above you. And you can drill pretty much like underneath it. Sort of like, think of it as like a scab. And
Oh,
you're, like,
yeah.
kind of peeling it off, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got contact.
Incoming!
Use your flame drills.
Contact! 4, 6, 12. A lot of aliens heading your way.
Stop shooting, mates!
Combat is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But basically what you want to do is you want to get behind minerals because you can't get a platform on the outside.
Yeah.
So you make your own staircase behind the mineral
Suck on this, you freaking
or alongside it.
See you later!
Now if you come over here, hang on.
Watch out! Hey,
Oh, bomber!
Alright, now just flame it. Flame
Oh,
it.
it's jammed. Whoa! Oh, I like this pistol.
It's quite weak. If you light something on fire, switch to your pistol. Damage done
No.
by the fire.
Yeah.
And the pistol is quite much more effective than just spraying your flame. Because you get shitloads of bullets, but not a lot of
No more
fuel.
beasties
Yeah.
incoming. Take care of what is
So
left.
just
then
light them
have
on
a breather.
fire, and you don't have to use any more fuel.
Top ceiling, Dave, yeah. The minigun and the flamethrower work brilliantly.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go to the rest of this gold.
Friggin' hell.
So your pickaxe is stronger than everyone else's when it
Ah.
comes to mining,
Alright.
but it's weaker for actually dealing damage to enemies. You can upgrade it just like everyone else, except the upgrade is more damage to rock instead of enemies.
Yeah.
That doesn't apply to sandblast and corridors, so sand, so everyone has the same. Like it's
Yeah.
just one block, kind of like dirt walls.
Right.
Flares up!
Depositing.
There we go.
See here.
Alright, so what we'd want to do here, because I know that that is the direction we need to go.
Look there.
Marker up!
So what you
Dave.
want to do here,
Behind.
yeah, what you want to do here
Let there be light!
is, although there is a gap up here, which you could go up, say that isn't there. You just look up there, and this is so easy because you're not moving your mouse ever. All you need to do is just look up to where that part is. You know the ground is where that
Over here
tunnel
by the
is
marker
because
point.
tunnels are always on the ground. And then you just, like, you can just head towards my marker and
Okay.
through the rock and hold down the trigger until it gets to 95% and keep pressing forward whilst you're jumping. There you go, and that is much more efficient than a zip line.
Yeah.
Because for one, you're not going to get shot off the zip line. Two, projectiles can't hit you unless they're in the tunnel.
Okay.
And three, it's permanent.
Well, cool. Yeah, it's permanent.
Yeah.
I like that.
We need to dig.
Now when you come up to these, if you do want to be efficient, you could always use your pickaxe when it comes to it. You don't really need to do that, you can just jump. Remember always to use the least amount. Even if you could use your drills, doesn't mean you should.
Right, okay.
Same with every other gadget.
Shall I dig through here or you?
So hold tab
Yeah.
and you'll see that it's not a very thick bit because there's like a white part that we've undiscovered and the other white part is where we've been.
Right, okay.
And there's like literally, if you look and compare it, you can kind of get the size. You can judge the size because
Right, left.
yeah, left, and there's like the tunnel the ground goes in there, and kind of like a little, I don't know, like it goes further in than it should. So all you need to do really is just drill. Yeah, that.
I think we should
Literally.
dig them.
But remember, you've got to stay where the ground is, otherwise, because the ground is leading you to.
Right, yeah, so you don't want to go underneath.
Yeah, you don't want to go in stone.
Nah. That's just a time thing, like you'll just perfect it by like, right, I need to go there.
Yeah. When you
Like,
come across gold, gold takes 2 hits rather than 1, like nitro. So it's, if I start at one end and you start at the other.
you hearing that? It's a rhythm going on.
Yeah. And it's 2 inventories as well.
Can't carry any.
It's
I can't
twice as
carry anymore.
fast. Yeah, but you keep
I'm
mining
full.
and I'll
Heading
pick
to the
that up.
mule.
Well, that's the best thing to do. It's just,
I can't carry
and then the
anymore.
mule comes here,
Just take
and
your
all you need to
sweet
do is
time,
just
old
walk
lady.
over,
I've
pick
got
it up
all
rather
day.
than mine it. If you're there already, you may as well finish the job. Unless, of course, the minerals are going to fall down a big
He
hill.
really hasn't.
So you just walk over it, picks it up, and then you deposit again. Rather than just sitting there mining
Yeah,
what you didn't finish.
right.
Mark something!
Now, my idea, like when I'm a scout, see this is a kind of insight to the way of thinking with class. I would always leave that for that overnight, because I know there's no point me getting that if there's other things that other people can't get. I'm wasting my time doing that. People might run past because they'll see, oh, he's occupied with that, I may as well not help him. And then they'll find stuff that they can't get to, but I'm too busy mining that. And sure, I'll eventually catch up in like about, what, 10 seconds or
Down
something?
and go!
But I'm a scout, so I shouldn't be falling behind mining something everyone else can get. I should be doing things that other people can't do. I should be making things more efficient for the team. That's what every class does. That the drills more efficient for getting eggs. The time that it takes anyone else to get an egg is like 5 times slower. Whereas a driller, if you see a driller go get an egg, you know you don't have to worry
This
about
cat
it.
is surely hungry today.
You know, you can go put your mind to things that you're suitable for. Find the job suitable for you. Obviously, you can kind of fuck about if you like, but if you're on hazard 4,
You can't.
time is so important because you need that nitro. If you get caught in a swarm with hardly any ammo. So like here, this is a perfect example. If you were a gunner, so simple. You just put one there, and then you'd use another one there. So what you do, I'll just explain this without you going anywhere. First of all, you put a zip line there,
Mark!
and then you'd walk
See
round
here. Guys, are you blind?
to there,
Look over here.
and then you put one down
Mark her
there.
up.
And then you do that sort of like stepping stone sort of thing, zigzagging down. Rather than making
Everyone,
it awkward
can I
from
get
there
some
to there,
attention?
you can't do
You're
that, it's
right,
too
pal.
steep. So you gotta think about like, before you even get there, you don't want to think,
Alright, we need to move.
Yeah.
Get ready, team.
Yeah.
but yeah, you don't want to think, oh, I'll think about it when I get there. You want to look at it and be able to think, right, I know what I'm going to do before I even get down there. Because being able to see with a clear line of sight is giving you the opportunity to plan ahead
Dreadnought
before you're
incoming.
there.
Do your best.
It's the weak point!
It's an advantage over the terrain when you can see
Yeah.
the lay of the land. For instance, Scout.
Dave.
Line,
Clifford Dreadnought!
Yeah.
Drill his bum. Drill his bum.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Whoa! That does so much damage.
Fighting!
Yeah, it does.
Ah!
Right, it's coming for me now. Doesn't do much damage.
I'm down!
Just get drill his bum. Yeah.
Yes! Dave!
See? Drills, mate, they'll wreck any Praetorian or Dreadnought if you get up close in the weak point. Not so good against swarms, that's what your flamethrowers for.
Yeah.
Watch out. See, my shotgun is extremely powerful, but it's a waste really doing that.
Watch it!
Another good idea is just use one puff, like one tap of your mouse button like that, yeah? And then when they're on fire, just hit them with your pickaxe twice and they'll be dead. It's so efficient to do that.
Ugly son of a bitch!
Just remember the faces of every enemy, apart from the Dreadnought, are weak.
Oh shit, what was I doing? Should have used my flamethrower.
There's a Praetorian.
Focus fire!
When he goes to spit acid, he can't move. So that's when you go behind him and drill his bum.
Ha! That was quick.
Yeah, shotgun. If you get up behind Praetorians, it's the only pretty much use for the shotgun, because the shotgun is just too valuable to use on anything else. Now you don't want to drill like I can see here. Like what you want to do, where you were, go back
Over here by
down
the
there.
marker point!
You can see from where you were. Just drill to the left. A little bit more. Yeah, and then just down. There you go. Because otherwise you would have fallen down all the way.
Just one spot.
Before we go down there, let's get to the bottom of here. I'm going to scout down. This is my job to tell you where to go. Or you could use your scanner a little bit. Actually, let's try using the scanner. So these kind of are like mushroom clouds if you look on your scanner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where it's narrow is where there's empty space. You know? And then where it's black, all around it, that is earth. This is
Okay.
like a tunnel going down through earth. So if you were to go to a side over here and then drill down, there's no earth.
Look over here!
There's no earth there.
Yeah.
There is earth there, sorry.
Mhm.
So you can go down and then the drop won't be that bad. Or what you could do, what I would do, is I'd go down like this, drill a little ramp here, and then I can see by line of sight that I need to go this way, and then I'd end up onto the next part, which is down here.
Attention!
So just drill towards
Look
that.
over here! What I found!
Okay, so I can do that for you because I'm a scout. So that's what I'll do from now on, rather than being all
I found
special.
some more cards.
Right. So what you've got to do, drill towards that,
Want something?
but on top of it. Get on top of it, and then just drill down.
Mark! Attention!
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, so you'll know where you're going with my help.
Never felt better.
I'm gonna get
You can do it for yourself if you take a step back, mark it, and then do it.
See here.
Right.
Right here,
Die worthless.
there is kind of a point. What you want to do here, hang on, wait a minute. You can see that here, the Morkite's all
Yeah.
there, and then there's rock
Over here,
behind it.
point.
Drill behind it and just follow the vein down from behind. And that way you've got a way of getting up. Drill all the way down, follow the vein, see where it ends. It goes
There's
more
one
over
right here.
this way now.
Where, over where?
And
Hang on, I can look under now.
You kind of, I kind of explained that wrong.
Oh.
You just, I don't think you get up like that. Actually, you might be able to.
Hang on, if I...
Just jump. Yeah, you can jump up this sort of. Not with. Yeah. Anyway, you get the idea. If I just let you take it from there, you understand. Explaining too much then.
Time to find Molly.
Dave, there's a piece of Morkite there.
Yeah. You see what I've done here is that I know I can stand on
I
it.
really can't use this for anything.
So I use it as a platform I should deposit. Just little things like that. Understanding how the environment works and
Lighting up.
stuff. Like some games you actually clip through it and stuff. But you know that it actually collides so you can stand on the mule. Which is also why it blocks you when trying to get out of the tunnel. So the Morkite is literally right
Guys, are
behind
you
here.
blind? Look over here. Look there.
We got a hell of a
Run
bullet
for
heading your
cover.
way, team. Get ready.
Alright, got it.
Roger that. Supplies are coming. Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
Ah! Ah! What was I doing? Stupid me.
Shoot to kill.
You weakened them so much.
What?
Weakened them so much.
Who I have or you?
Yeah, they were dying in one shot. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use them bombs to my advantage. It's like using a grenade, but without using
Yeah.
that Praetorian's fucked up because he's scared of explosions. You can't follow me whilst he's doing that.
Walk down.
But yeah, you get the idea. It's just understanding what you're up against.
Yeah.
Tackling like terrain as if like you know when you climb you know which branch to go for because you know like if it's gonna be too thin to support your weight. You kind of plan your route up the tree because you can see which branches are good or not. And you know that before you even climb it because you think, oh, that would be a good tree to climb. You don't get halfway up and think this tree's not so good. That's how you think, like as a driller, pretty much.
Yeah.
You look at like a wall and you think, how am I going to get up this? If it's flat, it's pretty straightforward, like literally. If it's kind of jagged and it kind of slants, kind of like so it's like an overhang, then you know you're going to have to drill up and then go diagonally from the point where it starts to overhang to get further up. if you want to stay in the cavern but in the tunnel at the same time. Otherwise, you're just going to disappear off it nowhere. It's like, where's that driller gone? He's just fucked off into like the planet's core. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope I'm not digressing too much. Or
No,
like,
I get what you're saying, but you can only do it by learning.
yeah, I'll go driller as well, because it's kind of hard to explain it to you without me actually like putting it into like practical. So try this one.
Mission selected and locked in. Time to board the drop pod.
Come on, you lazy bastards. We've got a job to do. Rock and stone, brother. Guys,
Drop
wait for
sequence
the rock
initiating. Fasten
and
your
stone
seatbelts.
to the boat.
Yeah.
By the
I like driller because he can get any, literally. If you are able to think about
Here
it.
we go again!
When there's a swarm, not so much, because you get in a fluster. It's not. Scout, you just point to a direction and hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So.
We're sending you in deep, so be on your guard. Scanners indicate particularly rich veins of morkite and gold further down. Bring it back, boys.
Nitro here.
Okay. So what you'd want to do first, don't even bother using the drills. Just hit it in the middle.
Oh shit.
No?
Oh
Oh.
shit. Sorry. Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, right. But anyway. So if I okay, I want to get up to the top there. So I just drill in the middle. You can go up quite steep. And then I'm gonna have a little look, see where it is. I know I need to go this way now. And if I can see a little chip of it, I don't need to drill a big enough hole. I can just hit it, and then the nitro that disappears kind of makes a hole for me. And I literally only used like 2 fuel there. Knew where I'm going. Right. Right, this is quite a lengthy one. It just goes dead straight, don't even move my mouse. In. Obviously if there's like shit, no point leaving it. Now here, just light that guy on fire and shoot. And then pistol.
You want some more?
Now if you were to shoot them with the pistol without setting them on fire, you'd waste pistol bullets. Like, let's use this guy, don't shoot him. Let's set him on fire. I said don't
Oh
shoot him.
shit. Sorry.
And same with loot bugs, don't shoot this loot bug. So for a loot bug would take a while to die. If you set it on fire first and then shoot him, well quick. This guy here, 3 shots would usually take like 6. And all I used was 1 puff. So your flamethrower is good for swarms if you're overwhelmed. 3 shots. And here, there's swarm, like they all come out of here, don't they?
This is dangerous.
What you do is you just go like this, and then watch. they spawned outside of it for some reason. Oh, this would be better with this one, but if you just die.
Meet your maker, Crate!
There's gold in there, so I know that I'm level with it by standing there. I'll just go like that. I can see it still. Get behind it. Oh. That's it. So this would be probably a bit easier.
Crawl back to hell! Careful!
They will actually avoid your fire. If you put a flame down, you haven't got wall of fire upgrade, but they will actually start walking along here instead. So what you need to do is you need to go up over there, and then you make a choke point here. So they're not all going everywhere, they're just there. And then that's when you can fucking kill them. Obviously, flamethrower pierces enemies rather than like colliding with it. This nitro here, I know where it is. Just careful. That's it. Right, there's cave ledge here.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry, no.
I'm not scared of you!
Are you multitasking right now?
No, I'm not.
I'm wondering if
Something came on my screen, so I couldn't
the
move.
best way to make a
Oh.
living.
So that nitro there, you wouldn't want to waste going up. You know you need to get up there anyway. So you go up. You can use the terrain. What I would do is I'd use what is left after that morkite is gone as a stairway. So it's pretty much like drilling, but the morkite leaves a big dent in the rock. And then jump up to the highest point that you can within where the morkite was, and then just drill.
Okay.
Like, try and avoid using your drills as much as possible.
Okay.
And then literally directly up behind you.
We're going up on here, yeah.
Yeah. Should be enemies coming to your right now. Right, what do you want to do here?
Oh.
Piper! Friendly fire! Don't die easily.
And you can tap your gun really fast. And that's what you do. There's not much like accuracy, like penalty. So, like I was saying about that nitro, you don't want to drill up to that, it's tedious. We're already up to the same level as that nitro was, so we may as well go down here. Just mine it. You know? Two birds, one stone sort of thing. It's a bit too far away. So your drills actually have a little bit of range on them. I know I can... Yeah. That's it, done. Now it's going to be a bit tricky to jump back, but if I make some headroom, jump, I can get across. Otherwise I'd hit my head on the ceiling and be on the fucking floor.
The swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Go on here.
Right, we're good here. They're only going to come from that direction. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna... Unless they come out the ground.
Swarm, they're here.
Right, they're coming this way. Right, what you do with them is make terrors, set them on fire and then shoot. With the Praetorian, I'll show you something here. He's gonna spit. Might die. Wait for him to do his spitty thing. Come up behind him. He's dead. You can jump on their back, drill their bum, and they die. You know how you jump on people? Like
Yeah.
you bounce off their head, you can do that to enemies. They're big enough. So watch this, look, I'm gonna go up behind this guy, jump, dead. Easy.
Wave is almost over.
Remember, set them on fire first. Shoot with a pistol, pickaxe and if you get surrounded, by all means use your flamethrower as if it were a flamethrower, but the way the game works with fire, it's more, you do more damage with the pistol on fire than if you were to keep shooting them with a flamethrower. And your flamethrower is like weapon, so you don't want to run out of ammo. Gold. This is compacted gold.
Deep Rock seriously need to invest in some better
Most
equipment.
turn your head like.
No, that's JD's.
Is it? Is it green?
Yeah, it's green.
Oh, I'm gold one. But
Oh,
anyway.
right.
Yeah,
Dave,
so-
Dave!
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Cheers, mate.
I did try.
That's alright, don't worry about it.
Let's stick together from now on.
Right, so this mule's done something
Ollie,
stupid.
over here.
If you turn your head
Oh, well.
I got it. Come and get me, you disgusting bug.
Oh,
hold
fuck.
F. Where'd you go?
I wasn't looking. Fucking hell. Oh.
That wasn't on purpose.
So hold F. No, don't throw a flare. Right. That flare's there now, but...
Yeah, you told me this before. If I
Yeah.
go towards the light.
That's it.
If Depositing.
Oh shit.
Let's show them some pain.
Need a resupply, to be fair.
I ordered a resupply.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back.
Ready to kill some more graves.
Listen,
Guys, are you blind? Look over here. Getting more ammo. Really much better now. Much better.
There's some more JDs down there.
nice. Right, obviously it's a bit like not as strong suit.
Birds!
This
I needed that. I think we're actually doing all right so far.
oh, didn't stay. Right, there's a thing there. I'm just gonna blow that up.
Eat, explosives, guys!
Oh, lit.
Deposit time! Wonder what slot they're serving in the campaign tonight.
I took 8 shots from my pistol to kill that loot bug. Or, like 5, which is like almost half when it's on
I
fire.
think we actually have a chance to make it out alive.
Not only does it save ammo, but it's quicker as well. And obviously, like, it might not help, like, just saving that fraction, but it feels good that you're, like, kind of winning. It'll
Die, monsters!
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. It's a big one, team.
Oh, it's down.
Oh, you're friendly. It's me, you arsewipe. Make him stupid cow.
Oh,
The stream of incoming enemies is practically eradicated, and you're still alive. Well done.
nice one, Dave.
Right.
I owe you one, brother.
Now these crystals, most people shoot them and waste loads of ammo. For fuck's sake. Right, I'm getting rid of this fucking thing. It's so annoying.
Take that!
Yeah, these crystals that create arcs, rather than shooting them, if you're a driller, get in behind them and they disappear.
Ah.
Bacon and the faucet. Don't got room for more. I feel by the lines. Down the hatch.
Some more kite up there, that'll be fun to get, and there's some nitro there. So the best way to I'd do this. So I'd, instead of wasting fuel, I don't. You could be
Dave, not to alert you, but there's a Praetorian.
No, it's alright. No problem. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this more difficult than it looks, but if I wanted to, you can actually do this, look. Just go like... break that. Come up here. Jump on this. Go on there. Mark that.
Alright, found!
That's just like an idea, like you wouldn't want to do that, I'd just drill up, but it's just like you can, if you make like a little step, which is what I usually do as a scout. If something's too high, someone hasn't made a platform for me, I'll go like this, I'll jump up, I'll fall down, but as I fall, I'll make a hole there, and then next time I grapple, there's something for me to sit in.
Yeah.
Some health when I drop down, but I've got the perk to remove like less damage.
Right.
And then I don't need an NG anymore. This nitro is pretty easy. You just like, you jump up. And then you can use the terrain scanner if you, so you just go. And this is like, that was just like a guess.
Yeah.
So, memorised where it was. Went to. But yeah, that's just basically like the driller is just like completely self-sufficient on his own. He doesn't need any platform, he doesn't need any zip lines, he doesn't really need, well, he does need light, but everyone does.
Yeah.
Obviously the scout would get that without using any gadget at all.
Yeah.
But obviously we're not scouts. But
Careful!
Oh shit.
History!
Oh shit.
I need to deposit in the mill.
But yeah, I'm sorry I'm quite like boring and monotone, I'm really tired.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
I got the deposit.
It's fine, I'm tired too.
Down the hatch.
Need to deposit.
Combat positions. The
Might
swarm's
die
here.
here.
Oh fuck! Oh what? Fuck's sake.
Just don't even go. It's not being stupid. Shield.
Things about to go boom.
through the wave, team. Go, go!
Another day at the office.
Praetorian was still about at this point. I must have burned it, mate.
Cheers, buddy. Oh no.
Oh, that's not the end. Out of ammo now.
I owe you one.
But think about it. The drills are a really good weapon when you upgrade them. They're the same like slot that the zipline takes, except they can kill Praetorians pretty easy. That's why I think the driller such good like.
What?
Uh,
I tried killing it.
yeah.
Oh, great.
But yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah.
All that was just to. It wasn't to win the game. It was just to like give you an idea of like how to be a fish in the rock.
Half an hour later.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I'm knackered.
But yeah, like I was saying, like the scout has a grappling hook, the gunner has a zip line, and the engineer has a platform. Neither of those can do damage. What the driller has is his drills in place of those. So he's got a flamethrower, pistol. And after you upgrade your armor, it will take more red sugar to replenish it.
Yeah.
Wow.